Hello, everybody. Full screen. Okay, listen. I'm not full screen because of this right here. This little bad boy down here. I didn't feel like playing BEDWARS tonight. I need new video ideas. So I said, all right, let's put the two together. What can we make out of this? So I decided we're gonna do a tier list. So, yeah, we're literally gonna do a tier list. Just one thing I want to clarify. This right here is a regular bow. This right here is a power bow, almost said punch. And this one right here, all the way back, is a punch bow, all right? Because I know some people are going to be a little confused about that, so I figure I should probably do that. Let's get started. The way I want to do this is I'm thinking I just want to start from like the top, not the top, like just start like from here and just work my way down. All right, where would I put arrows? Okay, are we thinking of how should I word this? Are we gonna be putting stuff based off of how it is alone? Yeah, because I'm thinking like it's hard to rate like arrows in like D tier, but then you put a bow in like B tier. Can't rate bows if you don't use arrows. That's true. All right. Okay. So arrows, if we're doing this, I think I just put them in a solid like they are in a tentative B. All right. That is subject to change and could probably get boosted down into a C later on when we start getting through good things. All right, bed bugs right here. I'm not gonna lie, I think these are a little bit underrated. I'm not about to put them in S tier and make everyone cry, but I think I'm gonna put them in a B. All right, they can be really good, and then they can also be absolutely useless. All right, yes, it is situational, which to me makes me want to put it in B. Because like what you can do is you can just start setting up massive combos with a bed bug, but then you could also chuck one and then they just combo you and then you're dead in 2 seconds. So it's a little underrated, but also situational. All right, now with a bow, regular standalone bow, honestly, it feels like a B to me. All right, I'm putting it at a high B right here. And honestly, depending on if we go further in and I want to move some stuff around, I might move it up to A. Bows, you hate, oh God. And because you're like, oh my God, this guy's just sitting here spamming a bow, when sadly, that's just a viable strategy. Some people can literally just sit there and just spam, and then, you know, like, you're stalling for so long that the other team that's pushing you could lose their bed. So, like, bows are pretty goddamn good. Bridge eggs. Oh, boy. I'm slapping this up here. Only reason why I'm not putting it in S is because there's better resources. There's better ways to spend your emerald. But, like, if you're lazy, or if you just don't want to die and risk getting hit off while bridging and your bed's gone, or maybe you're just trying to quickly get on top of something and not waste something like an ender pearl, bridge eggs are really good and they pair really well with TNT. Bridge egg, you just arc yourself up, drop that TNT, and then bada book, bada boom. And you did it way faster than if you were to bridge yourself over there. I feel like they can be pretty good. And also, have you seen some of those clutches where like chuck the bridge egg below them if they haven't taken enough vertical speed and then they clutch? I think bridge eggs are extremely versatile. All right, chain armor. You guys are gonna hate me for this. You guys are gonna hate me for I'm about to put chain armor. Now let me explain. No, okay, not a lot of people use chain armor, all right? I don't even use chain armor too much. But what's really good about chain armor, in one of the most recent updates, they dropped the price from 40 down to 30. Some people don't even know that because they never touch chain armor, which to me, that's really valid, all right? You know, whatever. Now, if you're TNT rushing, you're spending your money on gold, and you don't want to get 2-shot by iron swords, or I'm sorry, 3-shot, you buy chain armor, you can take an extra hit or two. And especially when you're constantly expending gold and trying to push, chain armor is really helpful because the way I see it, it's kind of like getting free prop. I'm sure the stats don't stack up that way, but at least in my head, whenever I buy it, I'm thinking, all right, I have prot leather. And then on top of getting prot, you basically have prot 2, or prot 3, depending on how much protection you have. So overall, I feel like chain armor can be really good. Now, of course, it doesn't stack up to iron armor, but it's still up there. All right, I think it's pretty good. All right, clay. No, it's a worse end stone. It's a worse end stone, but it's not F tier. Like, it's not the worst of the worst, but just get end stone at this point. Pop-up towers. I'm gonna put you here. And I do this for a singular reason. All right. I'm putting pop-up towers there because I've seen some really awesome plays where instead of blocking in, you just plop a pop-up tower on you, and then you could break the bed for free because the blocks are pushing them back. They have to either get on top or already start breaking it. That's the only reason why I would put it there. In fact, it might even drop to an E later, all right? Because at the end, obviously, we're gonna do some last minute adjustment, but they're not that great. Like, when do you, like, why would, I don't see any place where you would put a pop-up tower instead of just switching over to your blocks and jumping up a few. You're saving iron, you're saving resources, and I just don't really see much of a use for pop-up towers. Besides those cool plays, all right? And like, I've definitely seen people, I've even done it in one of my old videos, where I placed a pop-up tower when someone was trying to break the bed and I bounced them off of my island. Like, that was pretty cool. But it just feels way too situational for it to even be considered. Diamond armor. I'm gonna put it in C. It's going here. Strictly because there's better things to buy if you have a bed. But if you don't have a bed, you want to be as tanky as you can. Because obviously you don't want to die. So I think diamond armor could be good there. And I feel like it's the same with chain armor, where chain armor you want to get really early game if you have resources for it. Diamond armor you want to get late game if you lose your bed and you have the resources for it. I would not put diamond armor higher than a C though, just because it feels a little too like situational. But it's not like dookie. Obviously it's diamond armor, like it's the best armor in the game. It's just not 100% worth, if that makes sense. Diamond axe. I'm gonna plop him down in E. You don't need a diamond axe. What do you need a diamond axe for? So you could break those oak logs on the bed 0.2 seconds faster? It's not worth. Just get iron tools or even a gold axe. Not gold, iron axe. Yeah, literally iron axe. Just get a tier 3 axe and haste. And even then, iron is a little pushy. But I can see people getting iron. I get iron sometimes, but I only get diamond if I have a lot of resources. And I'm like, I might as well, because I have it. However, this bad boy, I'm gonna put this in B. I think diamond pickaxes are pretty good. Besides the fact that it counters obby, bada book, bada boom. Yep, we already established all that. It counters obby. A lot of bed defenses, and let's think of it this way. A lot of sweaty bed defenses are usually end stone and glass. And well, basically all bed defenses, they always have some sort of things that require a pickaxe to break efficiently. And like even if we look at these, you know, like you have end stone, you have clay, that's it. Oh, well, obviously obsidian. So there's more objects in the game when using bed defense that a pickaxe is strong on. So you kind of want to, you know, be able to break at least half the bed defense as fast as you can. All right, and like just breaking that end stone nice and fast, especially when you're, you know, when everything's happening around you. Let's say you're pushing with your team, and you just want to break that as fast as you can before you start getting hit. It's pretty goddamn good. How's it going, Dave? Long time no see. Indeed. Hobby's always overrated. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Diamond sword. I'll put him in a solid C. Obviously, the strongest weapon in the game. The only reason why you buy a diamond sword when your bed breaks and you need to dish out as much damage as possible. All right, I see it as the same exact reasons for diamond armor and for chain armor. It's situational, but in its situation, it's really goddamn good. So, you know, like this is almost like the situational tier, because then it's just like a worse situational tier, you know? So, iron golems. Oh boy. Everyone likes a good old iron golem. Everyone likes a good old iron golem. But they're not amazing, and I think they're a little too expensive to put in A tier. A little too expensive for that. The reason why I put it in B is because it's still a good thing to, you know, buy, but it's not the best thing to spend your resources on, but it's also not the worst. Fireballs, you can fireball jump with them. You know, you can knock people off, you can break the bed defense slightly faster. They're pretty good. And yes, as Mocha just said, actually, that is a very valid point. Iron golems do die to fireballs pretty easy, but the reason why I put down iron golems where I did is because if you're in a fight and you drop an iron golem, that kind of changes the entire fight. All right, like that takes the entire fight that's happening right now, and then you have to completely reevaluate it. It's almost like a reset. You place that iron golem down, you get a free gap off. Or you place that iron golem down, you can get a free combo if you push it and you're smart enough and more effective with it. Because think of it this way, when you're fighting an iron golem, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? You have to make sure you kill that fire, not kill that fire. You have to kill that iron golem before you continue pushing. So, iron golems are good, they're just not amazing. All right, it completely changes the battle, and I definitely have seen some pretty valid plays with them. Pearls, let's just put this up here. Escape tool, literally a second life if you die. Come on, where else are you gonna put an ender pearl? We're gonna put ender pearl in A tier because you can get 2 invis potions instead. All right, No, but just slap the pearls up in S and let's move on with our life. Stop making plays a valid reason. Well, I use plays as an example of what you can do with them, all right? I'm just thinking, oh, generically, oh, Dream Defender. You put it on the bed. You know, I see it as like, well, this is something you can do with them. That does make them pretty good, you know? Great, I just thought plays like a 100 star. Listen, you're just salty. I got a higher star than you, Center. Well, the reason it's bad is because it can glitch you sometimes. Sometimes. But like, Pearl, it's a Ender Pearl. What else? If you have a lot of emeralds, what else are you gonna buy? You're just gonna sit there and spam some Ender Pearls. So, Endstone. Gonna put in an A. Not putting it in S. Putting it in A. The reason why it's not going in S and it's going in A is because it's a little too expensive. All right. Especially if you're trying to push and you're trying to go fast. With Endstone, you know, it's a good defense, but it costs a decent bit. All right. Like, it's definitely not cheap. And sometimes that can leave you lower on resources when you're trying to push other teams, which can definitely hinder you because you have to either wait there longer and get a resource, and by then they could already be pushing you, or yeah, just it's good. It's just not amazing. Fireballs S tier. In my opinion, they're the best thing to. Oh, okay. Second best thing to buy with iron. These are one of the most versatile items in the game, though. I feel like everyone can agree with that. An item that you can make jumps with, an item that you can use to just knock people off, an item that you can use that counters this, which is the reason why this wouldn't go higher. It's pretty goddamn good. Glass, it's all right. Hard counters TNT, but other than that, you know, you can break it in 2 seconds. Iron Golem is not E or F. You just get salty whenever you see an Iron Golem in your vicinity. Yeah, glass is just alright. You know, like, maybe it'll delay your bed getting broken, but at the end of the day, they're just gonna mine a glass spawn and then break it, you know? Gaps, S tier. Come on. Come on. Why? The only item in the game that can heal you. Where else are you gonna put gaps? They're an S tier item. Extra health, regen, pretty cheap, only 3 gold. You can buy 4 of those before you get iron armor. Come on. All right, so this is the punch bow. Not the power one, this is the punch one because it's a little further out. You can put it in A tier. Punch bows are really good. You hate going against them because they're good. Like, it's almost, it's literally a bow, but just better, you know? So, it knocks back really far, and it's also, you know, a bow, so you can still aim it. Like, it's just really good all around. Sleeping sorry, are you late? Nah, don't worry, my guy. And I'm doing pretty good. Punch bow is fully pulled one. Yeah, this is the fully pulled. Compare these two real quick. This is slightly pulled back. This one is all the way pulled back. And the dogs are doing pretty good, thank you. Speaking of this item, since we already have it out, I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna lower this. Literally, just based off of the premise, this is this, but better. This is just a better version of this, and this is just a better version of this. You know? Yeah, I don't really know where else I would put that. A gold pick. Oh, y'all might yell at me for this one. All right, y'all might yell at me for this one, but if there is no obby in the game, why would you get a diamond pick? Why would you get that? And is it the fastest, or do they put enough efficiency on the diamond one to make it faster? That I'm actually not too sure about. But either way, if it is faster, it's literally the fastest pickaxe in the game. The only downside of it is that it can't break obsidian. But this is just the diamond pickaxe, but cheaper, and for everything besides obsidian, and cheaper. Did I emphasize cheaper? You get 2 of these before you can get 2 of these with this. Instead of getting the upgrade from gold to diamond, you can get 2 gaps so you can survive longer. And when everyone's using endstone bed defenses, endstone, well, that's probably the only pickaxe defense they're using, it's good. Also, just put this up here. Just put it up there now. It's iron armor. I don't really know how else you would like me to explain that it's iron armor than just it's iron armor. It's good. Gives you a lot of protection compared to leather, and if you're not getting chain, that's a really worthwhile upgrade, considering the only other upgrade you can get is six diamonds or 4. I'm pretty sure 6. So, come on. It's the best armor in the game, and well, not the best armor in the game, but the most worthwhile armor in the game. An iron axe. This is the only like valid axe tool. All right, I'm gonna put this up here with the gold pick. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop it down one more. Almost not diamonds. That's what I meant. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. All right, I'm gonna put this here. The reason why it is as high as it is because I've seen some people, what they do is they only PvP with the axe. So you can't block it, but you know, I guess an iron axe, you know, same thing as a stone sword, but I guess you can also use it on the bed. Like, it's decent, but it's just not amazing. All right, like if you're getting tier 3 tools, you know, usually if you get a tier 3 pick, you're most likely gonna get the tier 3 axe just because you have the resources. But I would not put it any higher than a B, and if anything, maybe a C. This one placement invalidates your entire list. No. Iron pick right here. I'm gonna put this in the same tier with the iron axe, actually, because it's definitely a good upgrade from wood. It goes wood to iron and then gold and diamond. Definitely really good, and definitely can chomp through that bed defense nice and fast. But it's just not as good as a gold pick. I would not put this any higher than a gold pick. Like, if this is here, I cannot put that in the same caliber as a gold pick. All right, iron sword right here. This bad boy, 7 gold, and you can get yourself a nice iron sword. I think the iron sword goes an A. I wouldn't put it in an S. I would put it in a nice A, because you dish out a lot of damage, and it's not, you know, the most damaging, all right, but it's still really good, and I feel like in all cases better than a diamond sword. Obviously, besides the fact diamond sword is more damage, diamond sword also is just a lot of more resources, which I don't necessarily think, if you're low on resources, is worth that investment. Ladders, it pains me to put this here, but it's going in S. I hate it. I hate everything about them. I hate that it can just flat out negate fall damage. I hate it. I hate how you can climb pillars and it negates your knockback. I hate it. Which is why it's so fucking good. God damn it. Magic Milk goes in A. If you're pushing, especially, I find Magic Milk works way better with tools. But Magic Milk, pop that with some pots. There's nothing they can do unless they notice that you're breaking their bed. Obby, I think Obby goes in B. Now let me explain myself. When you have Obby down, it changes the entire game. Obby is game changing. It's not amazing, but it's game changing. All right, to me, it's similar as Iron Golems. But with Obby, you force everyone to spend more resources to break your bed. And it's almost like a whole mission getting your bed. It's not amazing, but it's good. And it almost definitely always saves you from one push. Like with Obby, if you have Obby down and they go and push your bed, you're safe for one free push. It's literally the get out of jail free card for BEDWARS, because no one gets a diamond pickaxe right away when they're pushing you, unless they are just rich on resources and they don't have a bed. So it's almost always, oh, they have Obby, I have to go back and spend more resources, get more potions, Magic Milk, and everything. It's literally the get out of jail free card of BEDWARS. Invis, S tier. Jump, S tier. Oh, wait. Is this? They are really similar. Oh my god, I thought they were both Invis. Speed, put it in B. Speed's good, but it just doesn't compete with how useful jump potions and how useful Invis pots are. Like, it's good, but it's not amazing. So, shears. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm ready for the flame. I'm ready for the flame. This bad boy goes right up there in S tier. So goddamn good. Fast rushers, they usually just put wool on the bed and you basically break it instantly. Break the bridges instantly. Everyone uses wool. You need shears. Kind of just how it is. I don't need to explain myself. I am not Omicron Gaming. I am not sitting here trying to smoke screen or break the enemy's computer. I don't need it. Alright. This bad boy, plop that right there. It's good, not amazing. It would be amazing if it dealt damage. Even if it was like a wood sword amount of damage, it'd be busted. But it doesn't do damage, so it's not amazing. You know, you still need to use a sword if they're not taking knockback. But it's still really good. If you send me the link, exclamation point tier list, Mocha. Stone Axe, I'm gonna plop this bad boy up in A. Best axe tool in the game. Well, for resource wise and efficiency wise, you don't need, no one's making a all wood bed defense, so you don't need an amazing axe that melts through it. Stone Axe does just the trick, and then you can get haste, which will also help you with your pickaxes if you need to break stuff a little faster. So, oh boy. All right, I'm ready to fight the upcoming battle right now. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. Just gonna let it simmer for a second. I did just put a stone sword in S tier. I put it over iron sword. way cheaper. 10 iron. For 10 iron, you get something that does, you know, a little more damage than a wood sword. 1 less than the iron sword, which is 7 gold. 7 gold. Stone sword, 10 iron. Or iron sword, 7 gold. Which one are you more likely to buy? I wonder. Oh, I get it. It's the stone sword. You just with the stone sword, you do so much damage. Well, okay, you're not doing amazing damage, but it's a decent upgrade. And really, it's only like what, 1 or 2 hits of a difference. Like, it's not crazy. TNT, put that in A tier. It doesn't get S. Don't tell me TNT is S tier. It's not. It's really not. It's good, but it's not S tier. Sometimes I feel like investing in tools is more worth it. Sometimes I feel like it's better to use TNT. I feel like these 3 right here are perfectly interchangeable in braiding wise. Best tools in the game, TNT. So, water. Put that in B. It's counter to TNT. You can also technically use it to do water clutches. You know, they are easier versions of ladder clutches, but it's not amazing. It's not amazing. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it's amazing. It's good, but it's not up to these calibers. Like, it can't, you can definitely use it and make it really good, but then you can also use it and make it be absolutely useless. These 2 things right here, I'm gonna put them here. Unless it's the beginning of the game, you should never be using these. So good at monologue, it's been like 20 minutes. What can I say? I'm just great at explaining myself. For legal reasons, this is a joke. But yeah, there's really no reason to use these over the tier 2s. Like, I would rather get an iron pick and a stone axe and just use those for a little bit over not buying anything and then have the worst tools in the game. I'd rather have really good ones as opposed to trash, but a small price of 20 iron, you know? Wood, I feel like it's pop-up tower tier. I'd say it's a little better than clay because everyone always gets a decent pickaxe. Not as many people get a decent axe, so it's definitely a little more within the counterplay of it, but it's not amazing. Like, I guess a lot of people use it as like a doubles or solos bed defense. You know, they do the good old wood with the wool hot dog strat. I call it the wood hot dog strat. So, and this best block in the game. I don't need to explain why wool is S tier. I really don't need to. This is my tier list. I feel like it's also really hard to do consistently. Like, there's definitely gonna be some outliers. I'll order S tier because I think that one is definitely orderable. All right. Let's see. I think this can go up, this down a little bit. Some fun for April Fools. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I guess this is the order. I guess. I'm not proud of it. But it's all right. It's all right. Not amazing. I can't really think of how I would change it. But I also don't feel like ordering it even more, so we're gonna leave it. So this is my tier list. And all right.